Walk to your medicine cabinet, right now. Open it. Take out that bottle of magnesium you bought because you heard it was good for sleep or essential for heart health. Turn the bottle around. Look at the ingredient label. Not the big bold letters on the front. Look at the small white text on the back. If the first word you see after magnesium is oxide, you have a problem. You are not holding a health supplement. You are holding a highly compressed block of chalk. You are holding an industrial compound that is used more often to line the insides of blast furnaces than to repair human biology. Millions of Americans are currently participating in a silent, unintentional experiment. They are swallowing a pill every morning, believing they are fueling their nervous system, while in reality, they are merely chemically irritating their digestive tract. We are facing a bioavailability crisis. The 2024 analysis of retail supplements suggests that over 65% of magnesium products on generic pharmacy shelves are formulated with magnesium oxide. Why? Because it is cheap. It costs pennies to manufacture, but the cost to your biology is significantly higher. You believe you are fixing a deficiency? You aren't. You are likely making it worse. When you swallow that pill, you expect it to enter your bloodstream, travel to your brain, and calm your firing neurons. But that is not what happens. We need to dissect the journey of that white pill, because the truth about absorption rates is something the manufacturing giants have conveniently obscured behind flashy labels and high-potency claims. Let's descend into the microscopic environment of your stomach to understand why this specific molecule is a failure. Your stomach is a vat of hydrochloric acid designed to break down organic matter. When you introduce magnesium oxide, you're introducing a non-chelated inorganic salt. It is tightly bonded to oxygen. It is stable. Too stable. For magnesium to be useful, it must be ionized. It must be separated from its carrier so it can pass through the lipid bilayer of your cells. But oxide refuses to break down. Studies published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition have indicated that the fractional absorption of magnesium oxide can be as low as 4%. Let that number sink in. 4%. That means for every 500 milliliters capsule you swallow, 480 milliliters remains a solid, unabsorbed rock traveling through your intestines. Here is where the macroscopic damage begins. This unabsorbed magnesium does not just disappear, it stays in the colon. Because it is a salt, it obeys the laws of osmosis. It draws water from your surrounding tissues and blood into the intestines. It creates a tidal wave of fluid in your gut. This is not detoxification. This is a purge. You experience cramping. You experience loose stools. You assume this is just a side effect of vitamins. It is not. It is your body trying to expel an irritating substance. The tragic irony is that while you are spending time in the bathroom losing fluids and electrolytes, your cells are still starving for magnesium. The twitching eyelid, the restless legs, the heart palpitations, they remain untouched because the mineral never made it past the intestinal wall. If oxide is the blunt instrument, magnesium bisglycinate is the master key. Imagine it is 11:30 p.m. You are lying in bed. Your body is exhausted, but your mind is a chaotic storm. You are replaying conversations from 3 years ago. You are worrying about tomorrow's schedule. This is tired but wired. This is hyperarousal of the sympathetic nervous system. In this state, your brain is flooded with glutamate, the primary excitatory neurotransmitter. Your neurons are firing rapidly, like a car engine stuck with the pedal to the floor. Enter magnesium bisglycinate. This is not a rock. This is magnesium chemically bonded to 2 molecules of glycine. Glycine is an amino acid that plays a double role as an inhibitory neurotransmitter. Because the magnesium is chelated by the glycine, the body does not see it as a mineral. It recognizes it as an amino acid. It bypasses the difficult digestion process required for salts and is ushered through the intestinal wall via dipeptide channels. The absorption rate skyrockets. Once in the blood, the glycine component does something extraordinary. It helps cool down the brain. Glycine increases blood flow to the extremities, effectively lowering your core body temperature, a biological signal that it is time for deep sleep. Simultaneously, the magnesium binds to GABA receptors. GABA is the brakes of the brain. It tells the firing neurons to stop. The result is not sedation, it is biological alignment. You drift off because your chemistry has shifted from fight or flight to rest and digest. What if your problem is pain? What if you are the person who wakes up feeling like you ran a marathon in your sleep? Imagine a 55-year-old woman. She wakes up stiff. Her muscles are tender to the touch. She has been told this is just aging. This is a failure of cellular energy production. This is where magnesium malate enters the narrative. Malate is magnesium bonded to malic acid. In your body, it is a critical fuel source. It is a key component of the Krebs cycle, the engine inside your mitochondria that produces ATP, the currency of life. Every beat of your heart, every contraction of your bicep requires ATP. When you are deficient in magnesium, your mitochondria struggle. Lactic acid builds up. Your muscles cannot relax after contracting. This is the biological basis of the cramp and the deep ache of fibromyalgia. Magnesium malate is unique because it travels directly to the mitochondria to feed the energy cycle. If you are taking oxide for muscle pain, you are flushing money down the toilet. Oxide cannot effectively penetrate muscle tissue. Malate can. It is the choice for those who refuse to accept chronic fatigue as a lifestyle. But there is a sanctuary inside you that malate and glycinate cannot fully reach. Your brain. We need to talk about the fortress known as the blood-brain barrier. This is a biological firewall designed to keep toxins out of your central command center. Unfortunately, it is so effective that it also blocks most forms of mineral supplements. You can flood your blood with standard magnesium, but your brain cells, the neurons responsible for remembering your grandchildren's names, remain starving. This is where magnesium L-threonate enters. Developed by researchers at MIT, this is a specialized delivery system. The threonate molecule acts as a Trojan horse. It has the unique chemical structure required to trick the blood-brain barrier into opening the gates. Once inside, it reverses the hardware decay. Visualize your brain as a forest of electric trees. As you age, the branches, the synapses, begin to wither. They disconnect. The signal fails. You walk into a room and forget why you are there. That is not distraction. That is synaptic loss. Studies have shown that L-threonate effectively increases synaptic density. It physically reconnects the wires. It restores plasticity. This is the Ferrari of magnesiums. If you are over 50 and you fear the slow fade of cognitive decline, this is non-negotiable. Don't take it for your muscles. Take it to keep your command center online. Now we must address the middle ground, magnesium citrate. You will see this often. It is affordable and popular. Is it a villain like oxide? No, but it is a specialized tool. Citrate is magnesium combined with citric acid. Its absorption is decent, but it retains osmotic properties. It pulls water into the bowel. There is a time and place for this. If your digestion has stalled or you are suffering from constipation, citrate is effective. It relaxes the smooth muscles of the intestines while hydrating the colon. But using high doses of citrate daily when you do not need laxative support can lead to mineral washout. You risk flushing out sodium, potassium, and the very magnesium you are trying to absorb. It is a tool, not a staple. Do not mistake motility for nutrition. We have deconstructed the lie. Now we must build the protocol. The supplement industry relies on your ignorance. They use terms like elemental magnesium to confuse you. They will list magnesium oxide as the first ingredient because it allows them to fit more atoms into a smaller pill, claiming 500 milliliters on the label, even if almost nothing is absorbed. Here is your new operating procedure. Step 1. The purge. If you have a bottle of magnesium oxide and you are not using it for severe constipation, get rid of it. It is metabolic noise. Step 2. The diagnosis. If it is insomnia or anxiety, your target is magnesium bisglycinate. If it is chronic fatigue or muscle pain, your target is magnesium malate. If it is memory and brain health, your target is magnesium L-threonate. Step 3. The label check, turn the bottle over. If oxide or buffered appears anywhere on that list, put it back on the shelf. You want 100% pure chelated forms. Your body is a high-performance machine that runs on electricity. Magnesium is the conductor of that electricity. If you cut the conductor, the lights go out. You have the knowledge now. The choice between optimized biology and digestive disruption is entirely yours. Choose wisely.